Oh, I guess I gotta turn the controller on, huh?
Thanks to advanced modifications even Ryujin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us. The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround the core. If Neva's chosen wisely, we certainly will. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say, so you can run along to Delgado. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to
If you got any
cargo bay
spare
doors
creds or
have
just
been
need to unload
repaired.
some junk,
Oh,
head to the
and
depot.
you're welcome, Nev.
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
You've got stuff to smuggle, I've got the stuff to hide it.
Is Samina seeing anyone right now? The patients, I mean. I got a sore hip.
Rook?
If you need credits, hit up the mission boards at the core.
Not surprising this dump used to belong to the United Colonies. You can't spell suck without UC, am I right?
Some missions require stealing from settlements. Be sure to gear up at the depot if you need to.
UC sysdef is a joke. They haven't caught us yet.
Where did your stellar rise to infamy begin?
In the streets of New Atlantis. No parents, no godparents. Just a homeless
Shot a few
punk kid
bullseyes at the
robbing
ranch
whoever he
today.
could for the
That's
credits.
worth buying myself a drink. Were these violent crimes? Murders?
I'm a bit offended you even asked that question, Gale. Sure, a few people here and there walked away with injuries, but I'm not some kind of butcher.
That doesn't sound as heartless as your reputation would imply.
Well, like I said, I was just a kid.
Need to
Were you
have
ever
Jazz
caught
look at
by
my
the
graph
authorities in New
drive.
Atlantis?
I swear it's
Oh.
not
Dozens of times. I'd just give them a fake name, or they just slap me on the wrist and send me on my way. They obviously didn't think that I'd amount to anything and didn't want to waste their time with rehabilitation.
What changed that? Was it the robbery in 2218?
2218. Oh, yeah. The Galbank archives. Very good, Gale. See, you've done your research.
So
That
here
would
I
be when I
am.
rounded up a few of my buddies and we knocked the place over.
My graph drive just
Made off with a ton of credits.
what I find back there.
My first big score.
Oh, nearly got me dust.
Is that why the Crimson Scar decided to bring you into their ranks?
That's right. They brought me in, taught me the ropes, and I did crimes for them for 5 years. Till I decided I wanted more. I got rid of their leader, put myself in his place, and started running the show. I've been the one in charge ever since.
Was it absolutely necessary to cut his throat and leave the body on a public street in the well?
On the street, reputation is everything. I wanted everyone in the city to know that Jasper Cricks was taking
Fine.
over.
That's why
They
this
got
was
the
locked.
message.
So tell us about Jasper Crix's version of the Crimson Scar.
All I can tell you is that under my guidance, the Crimson Scar became more influential than every other syndicate combined. Here I was, 22 years old, and I had power, people that followed my orders, and an endless stream of credits. Gale, I have to tell you, I was having the time of my life.
So you'd consider extortion, robbery, burglary, kidnapping, assault, and murder to
Here
be
to upgrade that ship
positive
of yours?
life influences?
No. I'd consider them as just means to an end. Those so-called crimes were merely stepping stones until I had enough wealth to buy the Crimson Scar a few spacecraft.
Yes, let's talk about that. It appears you weren't satisfied with
As
terrorizing
long
New
as you put
Atlantis
the fleet
alone.
first?
Oh, I've never stopped reaching, Gale. The amount of money we were making in New Atlantis was decent, but the really big scores were in space and the cargo ships. We're talking millions of credits, maybe more. Who the hell could count it all?
Most people assume this is when the UC decided to actively set up a task force to pursue the Crimson Scar.
That's correct. Those idiots in charge of the United Colonies were clearly embarrassed that they had allowed the Crimson Scar to make the jump into space. They sent ships after us. Lots of ships. I almost think that they enjoy starting wars.
Smuggling beats a real
Perhaps
job
this
any
was the
day.
first time you had finally reached too far.
You could say that. I count my time running the Crimson Scar as a learning experience. I wouldn't say I reached too far. I'd say I reached too fast. Didn't cover all my bases. Made some stupid mistakes. One thing's for certain, though. When I was finally arrested and thrown into the lock, I had plenty to think about.
Every captain here's earned their stripes, bleeding for the fleet.
In the fleet, you either put up, shut up, or die. Choice.
So wait, say that again. You think I'm home?
Stop playing games. We both know your real name is Lionel Soto, and you know why I'm here.
Who are you? Fleet? Ecliptic? An independent?
I've spent 2 long years and every credit I had looking for you, just so I could look you in the eye before I pulled the
They'd have to
trigger.
catch us first.
Hey, what's with the gun? There must be some mistake. I honestly
Careful
don't know
now.
who you are.
Of course you don't know who I am. You're never concerned with the death you leave in your wake, in your pursuit of greed. You my husband, you son of a bitch! And now I'm going to kill you!
Such a terrible shame. All that time and money she wasted. Ah, well. Better get rid of the body.
Bog's a softie, to get to know him.
What the hell are you reading?
Recall, you
Certainly. Let's
This is
talk about something
shots.
else.
But to the fleet.
How did the Crimson Scar become the Crimson Fleet?
time we go out and do a
After I busted out of the lock, I decided to take things to the next level.
Yeah? My friend's got a point, Bob.
I had the key.
Every pirate in this joint
UC
thinks they
ships
know
and a
before
couple
trade.
Seems to me, instead of trawling deep space for stick change, we got a much bigger secret compartments on my ship just in case.
Didn't take long for freelance pirates from every corner of the seven systems to show
I
up.
used to work for a mechanic. This is how the Crimson Fleet was born.
Exactly. The key became our base of operations. We spent months reinforcing our position there, making it nearly impossible
Literally
to
wrapped my hands around a man. What was the UC's response to the situation?
First of all, UC Security gave up and handed the reins over to the big guns, the UC Navy. The Navy in turn sent ships to attack the key. I'd say there have been 3 major attacks over the last few years. And as you can tell by the fact we're having this interview, all the attacks were embarrassing failures.
Do you feel these embarrassing failures led them to form UC Systems?
Absolutely. They've clearly
Trade
given
authority
up
takes
and
anything
decided to
and
shove
everything.
the responsibility onto a separate division. That way, in the public eye, the UC Navy can move forward, proud
See
and
anything
strong,
you like?
while UC SysDef continually takes all the blame. It's all about PR spin for them, Gale. That's how the UC operates. Kinda disgusting, don't you think?
Sounds a bit like you're trying to deflect attention off the atrocities the Crimson Fleet commits on a daily basis.
Atrocities, huh? How about fighting the Freestar Collective over a bunch of rocks hanging in space?
We may
How
not
about
have official
thousands of
security.
people dying while a bunch of pencil-pushing bastards sit in a cushy office and draw lines on a star map? Maybe the United Colonies should stop the bullshit and take a hard look in the mirror to see who the monsters really are.
You're still standing. Can't be that bad.
The fleet protects our own. You turn against us, and you're dead.
like I like my coffee. Scalding.
Better get a move on before Dale sees you slacking.
Ah, Harris are undergo recruits. Need a drink? Bog at the Last Nova will be more than happy to take your credits.
Always listen to Delgado. Unless you want to get heel hauled across the key.
Tell us about your arrest.
Oh, my arrest was spectacular. Definitely one for the record books. UC Security sent an armada after our little fleet of ships and picked us off one by one until the remainder of us made it to the wheel.
For our listeners' benefit, that was the star station in orbit around Volii that you destroyed just before your arrest, correct?
You see, that's what they'd have you believe, but the truth is much less sinister. There was a firefight on the wheel when they tried to bring us in. We holed up, but UC Security unleashed hell. The damage they caused was catastrophic. We only surrendered so we wouldn't die when the station exploded.
Well, the UC says you set demolition charges to try and cover your tracks and make your escape.
That's their story. You'll have to go with your gut on what you think really happened. Anyway, they took us in and tossed us into the lock. That lovely resort they opened on Suvorov.
And you were imprisoned there for how long?
Well, it was supposed to be for life, Gale. But I ended up serving 2 years before I decided I'd had enough.
Is there any particular reason that you started the riots that eventually led to the worst prison break in United Colonies history?
Yes. I'm quite proud of that, actually. I honestly didn't think it would go as well as it did. As for the reason, well, it's simple. The UC were treated...
Tell us what the future holds for the Crimson Fleet.
Changes are coming, Gale. Huge changes. Crimson Fleet will soon be a much bigger player in this little game between the members of the settled systems.
That's quite a bold statement. Would you care to elaborate?
Well, let's just say that I'm on the brink of a score so large, it makes everything else pale in comparison. Beyond that, the others have to wait and see.
If you aren't willing to discuss the details, why grant SSNN this interview?
Simple. I refuse to allow the UC to spin or bury the story, making it sound like they're in complete control of the situation. I'm gonna tell you right now, they aren't.
Why does the Crimson Fleet need to make this mysterious move that you're being so evasive about?
I know Sistef instructed you to draw this meeting out as long as possible. So let me sum this up. I intend to make sure that the Crimson Fleet becomes the United Colony's worst nightmare. And nothing, I mean nothing in this universe, will stop me from achieving that goal.
Except for me.
There are those that would disagree with you and claim this interview is grandstanding, or worse, a recruitment tool. After all, SSNN reaches every corner of the settled systems, and your aspirations could inspire the Directionalist to turn to the fleet.
You and the sheep.
So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet. If dealing with the Ragana was at the limit of your capabilities, then you have a serious problem on your hands. You are already in too deep to quit. And I can promise you, it only gets more difficult from here. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself. Boss. Good. You're getting it already. I like that.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job. Pack your cold weather gear, Rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarol for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead Rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Crix's legacy is no story, Neva. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper Crix. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the ones to find it. Through a bit of luck and a hell of a lot of cash, Neva was able to get her hands on an access code to the inside of the lock. This will be the first time someone from the Crimson Fleet has set foot in there for, well, since Crix left the place behind. It has been frustrating being this close to potential clues, but not being able to find a way through those prison walls. Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I would wager we will find one on Suvorov.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording, and not a lot of facts. Some of us believe in it more than others.
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Crix's legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC Sistef. Exactly. Now you're beginning to understand. Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of work to do. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting.
You want to survive? My gear may not be the right protective gear. Let's get you set up. I'm here if you need me.
Weapons, ammo, mods, whatever you need. Well, well. Neva's new hotshot. I knew you'd find your way back to my little corner of the key. Everyone always does. Hey, if you want to pour credits into my pocket, you won't hear any arguments from me. I carry most of the standard hardware. You know, kinetics, electromags, energy, even a few explosives. Occasionally, I stock a few smuggled items. Basically the stuff SysDev doesn't want you to play with. Just don't screw me over or I'll be inclined to give you a free demo. With your head as the target. We all have trust issues here. A little advice, Sadiqi? The fleet's trust can't be bought. You earn it. You bleed for the fleet bleeds for you. Pure and simple. Anyone who says otherwise is either lying or getting ready to stab you in the back. Well, that was surprisingly easy. Most people just glaze over and learn the hard way. Maybe there's more to you than I thought. Whatever you need, as long as you can afford it.
I don't know, I haven't started that line yet. I'm trying to level up, so when I get to that line, I'll, oh my goodness. It'll be easy to go through. So I don't know.
Done here? Fine by me. Need something? These materials don't sell themselves.
Whoa, the stores here are right on top of us. I don't think...
I'm just browsing will work as an excuse.
Now you're speaking my language. Don't miss me too much.
Kinetics, electromags, energy weapons. Nothing to substitute.
So this is the key.
Same. I'm just playing this to be quiet for Brienne, and then tonight I'm okay with Arc Raiders.
Always listen to Delgado. Unless you want to get killed all the
Hello.
You might want this.
Hey, it's my personal savior. Thanks again for the assist. Been in the Vanguard a long time. The faces change. Bad guys are still bad guys.
About time you got here.
I told you you were wasting your time, Del.
I hate surprises. Just do what I say, and you might even walk away from this without turning into a goddamn ice sculpture. And Mathis, I am running things around here, so keep your mouth shut. You got that?
Fine.
All right. Listen up, because I am only going to go through this one.
Nah, No Man's Sky isn't like you can't customize stuff as much as you can on here.
We are not here to scrap for loot. Whatever you pick up, don't think, don't get creative, bring it straight to me. It's so simple, even a rook like you can't screw it up.
Hold on, no scrapping? How the hell am I supposed to make money around here?
All right, that's enough. If either of you want to fly with the Crimson Fleet, then you need to follow one simple rule. When you're on a job, you do exactly what I say. No questions asked. If that doesn't work for you, just say so, and I will leave you on this ice bar without a ship. You will be dead within hours.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's one more thing. Your little friend can tag along until we get to the outer doors of the prison, but I will be damned if I'm letting them inside.
You go on now. I know how to handle myself on Iceball planets. Trust me.
We have a lot of ground to cover between the landing area and the lock, so let's get moving.
Exhilarating, isn't it? To be the first person to scan these things. done? Impressive.
Here we are. The place where Jasper Griggs laid the groundwork for finding the legacy and eventually the Crimson Fleet. The lock.
Yeah, he needs to get this thing open, like, right now. It's freezing out here.
Then crank up your suit heat, Mathis, because it's probably not going to get much better once we are inside. All right, let's keep moving. Standing out here isn't doing us any good. This ID card cost a small fortune. Let's hope it pays off. We are in. Let's go. First time I have been inside this part of the lock, so keep your eyes open. See anything unusual? Hostile? How many people did the UC stick down here, Dal? Hundreds.
And that's how the Crimson Fleet began. Yeah, we've all heard the story.
It's not a story, Mathis. It's history. Remember that. Now, keep your mouth shut and your eyes open.
This is actually like one of the areas I've come across so many locked boxes. Like, they're normally not this many locked boxes for some reason.
you imagine being stuck under a ton of ice like this for the rest of your life?
Yeah, sure. Must have been awful. Better them than us, though, am I right?
Wait, shut up a second. Did you hear that?
Wait, what was that? Get your damn head down!
Cover me! Let's get out of here! I'm taking him down!
Nobody can stop the Crimson Fleet.
Must be a nest. I bet these things are crawling all over the place.
Yeah, and their buddies probably heard us firing from about 1 kilometer away. Hallelujah. If we weren't on this job with Delgado, I'd drop you for saying that.
Enough already! I should have known better than to bring both of you at the same time. Now let's see. Looks like we are inside some sort of prisoner transfer area, but everything is locked down tight. Since you are such good friends, why don't you and Mathis head up to that control room and see if you can get some more of these doors open?
damn it. This ice and rock must be several meters thick. God damn it, we're cut off. Hey, Del, can you hear me? Del! Shit. There's no way we're getting through here. Well, this is just great. The hell are we supposed to do now? The plan? Who gives a shit about the plan? Let's face it, we're on our own now. Why? Because that's what his loyal little soldiers are supposed to do? The hell with that. I have a better plan. We use this opportunity to take out Delgado, and at the same time, make some serious
Excuse me?
credits for ourselves. Oh, come on. We're just a couple of rooks. When are we ever gonna have a chance like this again? Let's pretend for a second Delgado's correct.
I used to have both of those.
About Crix's legacy. Once we get rid of him, we'll dig up the garbage ourselves and sell whatever we find to Neva. We'll be rolling in credits. Oh, fine. Suit yourself. You know, for a second there, I was almost starting to respect you. Now, let's find a way out of here.
Something's out there.
Watch your mouth.
I guess that's all the way through.
Okay, Zouch. What the hell was so important that you had to drag me all the way out of A Block at this hour?
You know Jasper Crick's over in D Block? He's busting out of here, and he wants me to join him.
Crix really thinks he can bust out of the lock? Why the hell am I just hearing about it now?
Crick's only told the few people he trusts. He even told us to keep it to ourselves. He'll cut our throats.
Then why the hell are you telling me?
Come on, I gotta explain this. It's because I like you, Rickard.
I believe this is where the
I want you to come with me.
It's history, man.
We've been meeting in this storeroom for months to, well, you know. I was hoping we had something a little more than that.
Damn, Zouch. Didn't know you cared that much.
Up there if you can.
You give me the signal and I'll... Oh, shit. Wait, I forgot to turn off the recording.
Is anyone there?
Recording? What the hell, Rickard?
We never meet down here this late. I thought you were gonna kill me, alright?
Kill you? God, no.
This thing even on.
I love you.
Come on, we need
All
these
right.
doors open.
You gotta make me say it. Shit.
I'm sorry, baby. Here, let me turn this thing off and I'll apologize. Okay?
Is anyone up there? So the two of you made it, huh? Well, brush the dust off and listen up. We have obviously been cut off, so I need you to do two things. First, I want you to keep looking for a way to open the rest of the doors down here. Otherwise, I'm not going anywhere. And second, Try and dig up whatever you can about Jasper Cricks. You both got that? Yeah? You'd better. And tell Mathis not to get any bright ideas, or I will gut him myself.
They aren't paying us enough.
Attention. Lockdown mode has been rescinded.
UC must have burned some serious cash when they lost this place. Serves them right. What's that over there?
After action report, Guard Bryant reporting. The shuttle bay techs were complaining about hearing some type of banging or scraping on the access doors, so we were sent to investigate. We headed to the surface and immediately engaged some indigenous creatures that had been burrowing through the ice. We managed to drive them off, but I'm certain they'll be back. Fortunately, our squad only suffered minor injuries. First we deal with all the maintenance issues at the lock, and now this. If this keeps up, I'm gonna request a transfer.
While we're picking through the trash, we might as well grab some good stuff for ourselves.
Gotta cheese it when you can, you know?
can these things live in this kind of cold? That's bullshit. I swear, I am never putting ice in me drinks. Ever again. You hear that? Nah, never mind. This place is starting to get to me. So, have you changed your mind yet? Yeah, right. You saw it back there. Those things, whatever they were, they've probably ripped him to shreds by now. Did the job for us. And if they haven't, we can still handle the job. We just have to get our hands a little dirty. Wouldn't be the first time, am I right? Of all the people to get trapped here with, why the hell did I get stuck with you, huh? Fine, have it your way. So, now that we've made it to the guard tower, what's our next move, genius? Keep doing what we've been doing. Right. Glad I asked. I suppose we should start off by searching the tower for the location of Crix's cell. If he stashed any useful information, it might still be hidden somewhere inside. Cell D03118. Okay. It's a place to start, I guess. Those things are crawling right behind the walls. Ugh. If we get out of here, remind me to thank Delgado for hanging us out to dry. Can you imagine how angry the prisoners were when they rioted? I would hate to have been one of the guards. imagine how angry the prisoners were when they rioted? I would hate to have been one of the guards.
After action report, Guard Bryant reporting.
I am never putting
We got a
ice
tip
in
from an
this
inmate about some
ever
equipment being
again.
stolen from one of the supply rooms. We did a thorough sweep of the place and came up with 2 mining lasers and several power packs missing. After the alarm was raised, all of the inmates' cells were searched, but we turned up empty-handed. I have no idea how the inmates were able to get into that storage room and hide that gear without being picked up on camera. I'm starting to suspect that the inmates could be receiving help from some of the staff of this facility.
Look at this dump. I can't imagine being stuffed down here to rot. Poor bastards. You hear that? Nah, never mind. This place is starting to get to me. If we get out of here, remind me to thank Delgado for hanging us out to dry. There's gotta be a way out of this goddamn place. While we're picking through the bush, grab some good stuff. Holy hell, look at this stuff. Someone was definitely prepping to bust out of this joint. Here I thought we were going to be doing something fun, like rob a bank or something. It's history, man. Blows me mind. How can these things live in this kind of cold? That's bullshit. I bet those things are crawling right behind the walls. Ugh. space heater and a hot cup of bogs right now. There's got to be a way out of this goddamn place. And here I thought we were going to be doing something fun, like rob a bank or something. The cell. No wonder Cricks wanted out of the place.
Today, I bumped into someone in the mess hall yapping about a ship carrying a fortune in credits. I know it's usually bullshit, but they seem to have details.
Serves him right.
After striking up a conversation, I found out the ship was a Galbank transport named Legacy that went down in some remote system during the war. This is exactly the score I'd been waiting to find. I need to contact Carter and let him know it's time to get off this rock. He'll help the mining details slip into the utility closet in the ventilation room. That's where we'll dig. Not up, but through. Right to the armory. Carter mentioned that security keeps rotating codes on all the terminals in the lock, so we'll have to coordinate this carefully. For now, we'll continue using his locker in the showers area as the drop point for the code to the utility closet. By this time next month, I should be out of this dump and uploading those creds into my account.
Right. Cricks must have hit the Galbank transport and stashed away the money or something. Play this right, and we're gonna be filthy stinking rich in no time.
my people to start a riot. When you hear the fireworks go off, get your ass to the shuttle bay. We get one shot at this. If we play our cards right, this gets us one step closer to that fortune that went down with the legacy. You report any of this to the guards, well, you know what'll happen.
Was this an armory? Looks like they cleared this place out. Well, well, what do we have here? Give me a sec. This ought to come in handy. All right, let's keep moving.
Hey man, they're pirates, I guess. Damn, dude. This one's gonna be difficult, I think. Fuck. Let's try this one, I guess. Okay, I'm getting somewhere. Oof.
If we get out of here, remind me to thank you. I need time to dry. I swear, I will never again.
Oh my god, it hurts. I don't think do I have anything for burns? Uh-oh. I only got one of those. Heal paste. There we go. Oh, wait. Oh, dang. I thought I leveled up.
Things are crawling.
It's been a couple months since my arrival at the lock, and the place is continuing to go downhill. We've been dealing with TV malfunctions, communications issues with the key, faulty electronics, and unpredictable surface conditions. How this place manages to function at all is anyone's guess. No one's bearing the brunt of this more than the inmates. Normally, I wouldn't give a damn about them, but this is downright inhumane. I'm starting to get nervous that we're going to have a riot on our hands if conditions don't improve.
If I remember right, there's a really big battle that's about to happen.
Look at this dog. I can't imagine being stuffed down here or not. Poor bastards.
Brother, I have so many guns to sell right now.
They aren't paying us enough to be poking through this scrap heap.
Hell yeah. I still hear one. I still hear one. I'm gonna get my luck picking up a little bit, I think. Is it this one? Where's my lock picking one? There we go. Oh my god, how many are there, dude? Mathis, go in there, bud.
Can you imagine how angry the prisoners were when they rioted? I would hate to have been one of the guards.
I think we got them all. I'm gonna save periodically. I don't have my auto save on.
Big fight broke out in Seawood. I Gillespie sent us in to break it up. Might have been half a dozen inmates. It was hard to tell. We almost had it under control. But one of them stuck a ship into my leg. Luckily, the other guards dragged me out of there before he finished the job. Seems like the genius who designed this place didn't
Yeah, why not? I gotta be getting close to my capacity. Wait, my mass is locked at 155? Bro, what? What's going on? Why is my mass locked? Oh, there we go. Now I'm... Oh, expert. Okay. This one feels good, right? No, this one. Figures. Okay. I got 2 of these, so I'll use one of them. Oh, I can use the other one. Brother, this better be it. Oh, it's not. Shoot. That was so close. There it is. Oof.
If we get out of here, remind me to thank Delgado for having us out to dry.
I have so much stuff to sell right now.
Look at this dog. Oh, I can't imagine being stuffed down here.
You said that before. Dang, this one's also going to be kind of difficult, I think. Yep, right off the bat. That'll... This one's probably more useful to get rid of. Oh, What the hell? There we go. Jesus Christ. Oh, brother.
This was the warden's office. They built the office right next to the shuttle bay for quick escapes, I bet. Smart.
Where have you been? Quit screwing around and pick up.
Brother, there's a big fight coming. Like, a big fight. No, what have I done? No. I wanted to save download. No. God damn it.
I'm on my second day in the log.
Can't believe this is where the fight started.
Big fight broke out in Deep.
Alright, time to speedrun looting.
Break it up. Might have been half a dozen enemies. It was hard to tell. We almost had it under control. One of them
brother. Oh man, why did I do that? Same results. Nice. Okay. So I think, if I remember right, there's something in here I can pick. Nope. Huh? Bummer. Still, damn. What? Dang, dude. This one's picky. I think I got hundreds of these things. Alright.
If we get out of here, remind me to thank them.
Now I'm gonna save. Don't fuck this up again.
Looks like this was the warden's office. They built the office right next to the shuttle bay for quick escapes, I bet.
Something because I am getting sick and tired of this place. I knew it! Everyone said I was out of my mind. But something told me we'd find the answers down here. Looks like I picked the right people for the job.
Yup, that's right. It was a team effort all the way. We had each other's backs the whole time, Del.
I mean, we technically did.
Shut up so I can think.
Yeah, sorry, Del. You go right ahead.
Okay. Now all we have to do is find a way off of this planet. Let me see. Here we go. I'm looking at schematics for the lock. And I don't think there's a way to get you back to the surface from there. But I can open the outer doors to the shuttle bay and let you fly one of the shuttles down there directly up to the key. Good answer. You're learning fast. Okay. Let me see. One of these probably opens the door. Shuttle bay activated. Initiate the exit process. Please stand by. Yup. It's got it. Might take a while though. Those bay doors have not been opened in almost a century. You have done a hell of a job, Rook. We will talk when you get back to the key.
Well, I wanted to thank you for not being a jerk and hounding all the glory on this run. Cool. Cool. Look, about all that killing Delgado stuff, why don't we just forget about everything that I said? You know, like it never happened. Yeah, of course, don't worry, I'm good for it. Now, let's get the heck out of here.
Warden Tom Gillespie. Authorization 12210. This is likely to be my final log recording. The riots that started in D Block have spilled into A, B, and C blocks. I've ordered everyone to fall back to the shuttle bay for evacuation. It was prisoner D03118, Jasper Cricks, who led the revolt. His crew tunneled into the armory undetected, and then all hell broke loose. As the log is recovered, I urge the UC authorities to perform a full investigation. This crew's undoubtedly had help from the guards and the staff. I'm now heading to my personal escape shuttle and I'll try to jump out of the system. Wish me luck. Warden Gillespie, out.
Oh boy. Oh wait, that's the way out. So what's in here then? Hold on. Oh, what? There we go. Don't like using those, so let's go back one. Let's try this one. Dang, same results. Dang, I have to, huh? I guess I could try one of these. Okay, that's a good sign. Wait, no, I've never seen that before. Here, there we go. No? Damn, dude. So, it's gotta go. Oh my god, dude, I'm using so many digipicks for this. Okay, so we have to use this one, right? Okay. Let's use this one. Okay. Fuck. Hmm. Dang, dude. That's the same thing as that one. Oh no, this is actually slightly wider. Same thing. Damn. Oh, maybe I'm onto something? I'm not onto something. Son of a bitch. Damn, that one's hard, dude. That's my first master lock I have to break. Okay, so this is the only one that's not needed in any others. So it could be used there, or it could be used... Oh, just there. Okay, let's use that. No way is this happening. I'm getting it. Oh my god, that took forever. Space Rogue Muscle Gear? What the fuck? Oh. Money? I don't want to touch that. Nope. Nothing to search, or no slates? Dang, man. Alright, let's get out of here then. Man, that sucked. Definitely saving over that. That was my first legendary thing to pick. Oh, that sucked. Okay, so we're gonna have some really gnarly fighting. So we need... Oof. Well, let's just eat that right off the bat. Okay, we need... Pop one of those boys. pop one of those boys. Let's do it. Oh shit, I'm stuck. Oh shit, I'm stuck. That sucked. Yeah, that's right. Back up. Okay, so we got a brig. I mean, that kind of makes sense. It's a prison shuttle. That was lame.
I do love it, you know. Sidonia. Just wish everyone
Oh, that's right, I don't have a jump drive on this thing. Shoot. That's okay, I can sell a lot of my shit here.
Hey, it's my personal savior. Thanks again.
Hey, you might want this.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted every
Which way do I? Is it this way? The depot.
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
So there I am.
Weapons, ammo, plenty of money.
Okay, I'm gonna sell my stuff. 84. Yeah, that's still pretty bad. Oh, she doesn't have a lot of money at all. Oh my god. Do you have 50 cal caseless? That's what mine uses, right? 50 cal. 50 caliber. I got 224. Oh, I got a lot of rounds for that. That's actually really good. 224. Cool. So it is 50 cal caseless. Okay. So we can sell some of these guys. Get in there. And I don't think there's anything else I need back from her. I don't think there's any more ammo. Weapons, let's check it out. Let's see if she has something. That thing's pretty cool. I don't know if her inventory's changed yet or not. That looks familiar. Yeah, I think it's all the same, yeah. That's too bad it's only 5 damage.
Need more weapons or ammo?
You know what I find
Come
out
see
there?
me.
You want to survive? The right gear be the difference between one.
Mm-hmm. Good talk. Mine still does more damage. Holy shit, dude.
Stay safe out there.
Need? I hope you actually need Fine. Not like I have anything better to do.
Oh, she sells Materials. Oh. She also has a ton of money. Okay, and then I think I picked up a random helmet. Yeah, there it is. I think that's all I got, right? Oh. Okay. I can sell that.
Whatever.
Okay.
Need something?
What time is it? Dang, it's only 12:30. You should.
There you are. The hell took you so long?
It's about time. I was about to fly down and loot your bodies.
Not now, neighbor. Well, you said you found something. Hand it over.
Right.
That's it? Just one slate? After losing so much of our crew, it better be a map with a big red X on it. Well, I'll be damned. Legacy wasn't referring to Crix's fortune. It's the name of an actual ship. A Galbank transport probably loaded with credits.
Never heard any stories about a Gal Bank ship going down. And even if it had happened, it would have been picked clean years ago.
No, neighbor. Think. If Galbank covered it up, and over time, the location was eventually forgotten, it wouldn't be on anyone's radar. Okay, this changes things. Now that we know what we are looking for, we have to narrow the search. Well, that is not necessarily true. Let us start with what we know. It was a Galbank ship, which means the company is going to have records of where it went down. Neighbor, weren't you working on a deal with Rokov? Something about a big wig charity event on one of Trident's Starliners?
Are you serious? I've been working on that gig for 3 months. That's my score.
Ay, Dios mío. Will you shut up about your score and think for a second? That Starliner has a Galbank VIP suite aboard, which means... Come on, neighbor. This isn't hard.
Which means a Gal Bank exec will be aboard. We grab their credentials and get ourselves into the Gal Bank archives in New Atlantis. Holy shit, that might actually work. I'll send a message to Rokov right away.
Pack your bags, Rook. You're going on vacation. And since you've earned it, take this gun with you. Might come in handy when Rokov screws everything up as usual.
Legendary pistol.
Good, because that is exactly what you are going to be doing. Neighbor and I are too well known to walk around the Starliner without being recognized. If Trident security spotted us, it'd be over. I need you to board that ship, make contact with Rokov, and get me those credentials. You'd better. Oh, before you leave, I wanted you to know that I took what you said about Mathis into consideration, and I've decided to let him join the fleet. Fair enough. That's it then. Next stop for you is Rokov Starliner, the Siren of the Stars. And remember, Rokov does not need to know anything about Grixis' legacy. For now, it's just between us. Now get out of here.
Hey, Rook, before you head out, I need to have a word with you. Meet me at the last Nova after you wrap things up with Mathis.
Wait, so... That wasn't... Let's do this first, though.
Need to have Jazz look at my graph drive. I swear it's not jumping to the right place.
I wonder if I ordered a wine, if I'd make it out of here alive.
Hey, I wanted to thank you one last time for not ratting me out to Delgado and telling him how much I pitched in. That was pretty damn cool. If he would have found out what I was planning, well, I don't even want to think about what could have happened. Oh yeah, sure. Anything you need, you just ask. And I'll be there to back you up.
Can't wait. Bye now, Mathis. I hope we're never in such dire straits that we need to depend on that guy. Stay safe.
You just, you know, take care of yourself out there.
This man is seeing anyone right now.
Wrap your business up with Mathis, then we'll talk. There you are. All right, look. I've been lining up a score with that asshole roll call from the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what? You're gonna finish the job for me. I'm about to tell you, so shut up and listen. Roll call
She's into me.
tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event that the Siren of the Stars is hosting. At the event, they're gonna give away something called the Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands of credits. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those Galbait credentials, I want you to grab that award and bring it to me. No. Dombrowski's only aboard to use the Galbank VIP suite, so he can catch a free ride at the company's expense. I'm sure he'll be there partying with the other spoiled brats, guarantee he doesn't give a crap about what's going on at the event. From the pictures I've seen, the award is set with 12 blue diamonds and covered in gold filigree. If I get Jazz to take it apart, I can turn it into a hell of a lot of cash. And best of all, the components become untraceable. Yeah, very funny. You're hilarious. You should stand up on the bar here and start telling more jokes. This crowd would eat it up. Look, you can make all the jokes and excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct it from your pay. Either way, I get my money. How much you walk away with is in your own hands. Got it?
Don't worry, I took notes. Sorry. I meant that seriously. I did.
Yeah? And who do you think Delgado's gonna back in a dispute? You, over me. Please. All right, Rook, we're done here. Now, get your ass to the siren and bring me my goods. Because that's exactly what you are. A rookie, a newbie, fresh meat. Beneath all of that inexperience, I'm sure you have an actual name. But honestly, no one gives a damn. So get
Valid.
used to hearing that word. Until you earn your stripes, you're a rook to everyone in the fleet. Good luck.
I want my ship back, dude. Alright, now I'm gonna go back to Sith stuff.
It can be.
Okay, let's go back to Sith stuff. Oh, that's where I'm supposed to go to anyways. That works perfectly.
For sure. They're just regular people here. Some are good-hearted, others struggle with it. Always good to remember that.
I want to find all these recordings, because at some point I won't have access to this building anymore, I don't think.
I don't trust shielding. I got secret compartments on my ship just in case.
Anyways, let's get out of here. We'll do that some other time.
Every captain here's earned their stripes, bleeding for the fleet.
Yeah, cause like, let's see. Notes. Oh, I have them all. Unless there's 7. Never mind. Okay.
Bog's grog is fine if you like cheap moonshine.
Okay, let me see. Is there a way to... Wait, I think it's this. Let's go. Let's go drop off my stolen goods first. I believe it is in Niran. And it is Nira. And one of a kind salvage.
first battles from the colony wars took place here. It'll probably look like this for a long time. That was a weird noise.
That's where I got my stash of things that are illegal. So we need to put all of these in there. Okay, I think that's all there. And then this in there. I think that's it. Yep. Okay, so now, next thing, we want to go to the Soul. Let's go to Mars. That's Earth. We want Mars. Sidonia. Let's change my ship back. Holy shit, there's 62 messages? What are you guys talking about? Food?
Left Earth stood around here and wondered how they were going to survive humanity's most perilous moment. Astounding to imagine.
Need some more? You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every... Okay, no problem.
Okay, so we want this. Make home ship. When I get 300,000, I'll redo my ships.
You were able to land it, so I'm sure whatever is broken can be fixed. Okay, no problem.
Oh.
I'm sure you can find something.
There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Wow, they only have 2. Ooh, the Marathon looks kind of cool, not gonna lie. Damn, 520 shield. Oof. That actually looks kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty neat and compact. That looks pretty dope. It doesn't have a lot of storage though. This boy's got storage. This is like a hauling vessel. Okay. Now we can go to the Aegis. Oh, damn it.
I have something for you.
Gotta put on the proper apparel, dude.
Good day, Captain.
Yes, what?
Alright, first things first, let's talk to Lieutenant. Oh, I can't pickpocket him, that's kind of annoying.
What can I do for you? Nice work. Let me take a look. It's amazing that all this romantic nonsense about Crix's legacy really just amounts to a rumor Jasper Crix picked up in jail. It just goes to show you how a tiny rumor can snowball into a full-blown fairy tale. Any other fragments? I'll be damned. So some of the UC guards at the lock helped touch off the riots. Everyone thought he was some kind of legendary criminal mastermind, but even the great Jasper Crix needed a helping hand to get out of prison. That it? So, Mr. Yasso is actually Lionel Soto. We thought Soto was dead. At least, that's what the records told us. I'll have the records updated, but seeing as Mr. Yasso has surrounded himself with the Crimson Fleet, there isn't much we can do. Yet. Find anything else? All right. Keep up the good work. I'll be here if you have any more questions.
Yo, back. So how did it go? Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Brooke.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet? Legacy.
Legacy.
Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
Oh yeah, it's totally Crix's legacy. It's at the end of a giant rainbow stretching through space. And you have to get it from 3 witches.
I understand your sarcasm. But you can't deny that this data involves both Crix and legacy. In my mind, it bears further investigation.
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause. Well, let's find out if Delgado is chasing ghosts, or he's smarter than we suspect. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Gal Bank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Gal Bank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, he must be onto something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move? Can you imagine the amount of embarrassment Gal Bank would have to endure if they listed a lost transport in the ship registry? Doesn't matter if that ship went down 5 or 500 years ago. If news gets out that a bank has misplaced money, it would tank their value. That one's simple. We monitored your ships heading down to the surface of Suvorov. In fact, when you returned to the key and you didn't immediately follow, well, we almost thought our operation was terminated. Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Gal Bank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Crix was clever. For some reason, he never got there. It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. You're both dismissed.
Remember to turn in any evidence fragments you find. You're not gonna let this go, are you? Why do you care so much about my past? You're right, I did. I suppose I'm hesitating because I'm not sure you'll like what I have to say. Would it shock you to learn that I spent some time in prison? I suppose that makes me a hypocrite. That's fair. Well, okay. Where do I start? I grew up in the Well in New Atlantis. Parents made barely enough money to keep the lights on in our apartment. After I dropped out of school, they begged for me to look for work. But I realized it was a lot easier to simply...
Excuse me, sir, I'm trying to talk here.
A year after that, I'm a career criminal with UC security breathing down my neck, and my parents kicking me out of the house. Would make a hell of a motion picture. I was having the time of my life, earning way more than I needed to simply get by and loving every minute of it. Back then, if you would have told me one day I'd be wearing this uniform, I'd have said you were out of your mind. Thanks. I'm quite proud of where I've ended up. Let's just say the years after my time in the Well were filled with highs and lows. Look, the point is that I felt you deserved to know a bit about my past, to know where my anger towards the fleet comes from. All I'm hoping is that it will motivate you to stay on the right path. Well, I think you've had enough for now. You get the point. Let's get back to it before Keyboy writes us a citation for loitering. Two reasons. First, Commander Akande's playing this operation extremely close to the vest. That means keeping prisoners under his own roof until this is resolved. Second, this is an undercover mission. For our safety and yours, we need to keep these prisoners out of the spotlight. We'll provide you with information, but any inventory or ship services, it's best you get from the fleet. It'll help you maintain your cover and also give you an idea of how the fleet's operation works. They're pirates in every sense of the word, but they've managed to get more organized under their current leadership. That makes them especially dangerous, but hopefully it makes them a little more predictable too. Let me know if you need anything else.
I will. I want to get through that door.
Most of our operations team graduated top of their class.
I just don't know how. What is this?
Word is the fleet has you chasing ghosts on Subaru.
Bigger thieves are a real problem.
What? You meant the fleet?
No, I mean you. Commander says you've been talking too much, stealing all the oxygen on the Vigilance. So they brought me here to shut you up.
You don't say. Well, good to have you back, partner.
Good to be back.
Excuse me.
The fleet killed a buddy of mine.
Actually, we're just gonna save. I think I'm gonna take a nappy nap. I think I'm gonna take a nappy nap. If you're still watching, Zach, we'll catch you later.